What was your name?
Grant?
Grant?
Yeah, Grant.
This is Grant Harden, 48. Known as a loving family man to his devoted wife Linda and their 16-year-old daughter, Grant also had a long but tarnished history in police service. In 1990, he joined the Fayetteville, Arkansas police force as a patrolman, where he spent a year until he was fired. He then transferred to Huntsville, where he also spent a year as a patrolman before quitting. In 1993, he transferred once more to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, where he advanced to field training officer. He stayed there until late 1996 when he was allowed to resign after falsifying a report. After almost 20 years, he then re-entered the police force and advanced to police chief in Gateway, Arkansas. At the time of his arrest, he was working at the Northwest Arkansas Community Correction Center in Fayetteville. On February 23, 2017, Harden pulled up beside the truck of James Appleton, who was parked on Gan Ridge Road in Gateway, Arkansas, and shot him through the head. Another driver heard the shot and easily recognized Harden, having known the other man for most of his life. After killing Appleton, Harden returned home and took his family out to dinner. Although he was visibly upset, he wouldn't tell them what was wrong. Instead, he only told his wife, "Just know I love you. God will take care of you." On their way home, they were stopped at a roadblock and Harden was...
This case hits hard a man who swore to protect Grant Harden, now accused of a cold-blooded murder. As a former cop, he knew the system, yet here he is, caught in its grip. The image of him dining with his family after killing James Appleton is chilling. What drove him to this? Was it a buried grudge or a moment of rage? We're drawn in by the contrast. A loving father and a calculated killer? As we dive into the interrogation, notice how Harden's silence speaks louder than words.
Perfect. Thanks, sir. Okay, let me see the right back of your hand. If you'll turn your hand back over. Yep. Thanks, sir. And do the same thing with the left palm. Thanks, sir.
Harden sits angled in a corner of the room, his heavy breathing the first sign of his distress. The second is the nervous tic which causes his head to jerk sharply to the side. He manages to control it when Detective Chamberlain enters the room and prepares to give him a gunshot residue test. After being searched for weapons, he is allowed to use the restroom before questioning begins.
You don't have any weapons on you, do you? No. Okay, let me search you real quick. If you place your hand up on the wall, I'll let you go to the bathroom, okay? There's just keys. I believe it was keys right there for you, okay? So where do you work at?
And Arkansas Community Corrections.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty, if you want to step right out here, I'll have that other deputy take you if you want. You know, pick that up if you can. Hey, Brad, would you mind taking the bathroom? Of course I will. Perfect. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. You go right back. I'm going to get some information from you real quick.
Do you want me to leave that there? Or put it
You
back
can put that back in your pocket if you want, ma'am. You know how it is.
I know how it is.
You're in corrections, so you know we take people to the bathroom. We don't want them taking stuff in there,
Oh, yeah.
leaving stuff and whatever. Not that you would, but you know how it
Yeah,
works. Yeah. Or that you even may just forget it in there on accident, you know. There was something I need to get from you. Are you right or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed, okay. I'm going to take a Chamberlain. I know we haven't met. James Chamberlain.
Okay, yeah.
I know. Did you used to be a police officer somewhere? Or I recognized you, but I wasn't 100% sure where I knew you from. But somebody said that you used to be a police officer in Gateway or something like that. Okay.
Like a constable and
You were a constable here too. For Benton County?
yeah.
For Benton County. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. How long did you do that?
2 years. Well, I was elected one term, 2 different terms, but not
Okay.
together.
Not together, so on two separate occasions. Okay.
When they return, Chamberlain allows Harden to take back his keys, casually chatting to establish a connection between them based on being fellow officers. This is usually done to gain trust and to get the suspect to relax and open up. A second detective enters, and she silently sits down to observe. Harden is asked about his history in law enforcement and is forthcoming with his answers.
you understand this, you've been through this before, so I'm gonna read it to you. Anytime we bring somebody into the sheriff's office, we read this before we start talking to people, okay? And it's just your statement of rights for us. And before we ask you any questions, it's my duty to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? I need to affirm it, yes or no. Okay. Okay. Anything you say can be used against you in court or other proceedings. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to consult an attorney before making any statements or answering any questions, and you may have him or her present with you during questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You may have an attorney appointed to you by the court to represent you if you cannot afford one or otherwise obtain one at no cost. You understand that?
Yes.
If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer, you still have the right to stop answering questions at any time or stop questioning for the purposes of consulting a lawyer. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. However, you may waive your right to you may waive your right to advice and counsel, and your right to remain silent. You may answer questions or make statements without consulting a lawyer if you so desire. You understand that?
Yes.
After being given his Miranda rights, Harden shuts down, his voice becoming monotone. When asked to recount the events of his day, he refuses, saying that he will not answer because they have read his rights and claims to feel sickly about being there. The detectives leave the room for several minutes to discuss their approach. This is also a psychological move because it gives the suspect time to worry about what is happening and what information they might have. If they are lucky, this will make him trip himself up when he answers their questions.
By the way, I'm Detective Courtier. I think we've met once before.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think so. Back when I was on patrol.
Okay, I talked to my boss. I think I was confused, or I may have confused you on what's going on here. I can't tell you exactly why you're here, and you being a police officer, you understand that. I need to rule you out as a suspect in a crime that's been committed, and that's why we got you here, is because we need to talk to you, find out where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if I scared you at the beginning or what, but that's why I was trying to, and I can't, you see the position that I'm in. I can't tell you why you're here, but at the same time, I need to rule you out into something. Does that make sense?
Entering the room, Detective Chamberlain proceeds to explain that he can't tell Harden why he was being questioned and tries again without success to get him to relax. Harden remains adamant in his refusal to answer questions. As a former officer, he has to know that this is only making him look more suspicious the longer he refuses to cooperate. He also hasn't requested a lawyer, which makes the job more difficult for the detectives. Legally, they cannot force him to answer any questions, so they must proceed carefully if they're going to get any answers. Harden is possibly stalling for time while he tries to think of a convincing story, but it is more likely that he knows that there is nothing he can say that won't incriminate him or be disproven.
I mean, or would you be willing to talk to me about your day, knowing that I need to rule you out of something, or like I'm at a loss here, and I need to clear you from something. And if you didn't do anything wrong today, you have nothing to worry about. And that's kind of where we're at.
Well, yes, I would have liked to, but before
Yeah.
the rights were read. So
Okay.
not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you, but when we interview, kids, and it's everybody. Once you come into our facility, that's something we have to do. It's not something. It's not just something we're doing for you. It happens to everybody that walks through this room and talks to us. Because, I mean, it's just like anything else that we do. We have to cover all of our bases. And that's what we did by reading you those rights. So we need to know. I mean, does that make sense? Like, I know you've been a police officer for a while now, so you understand, how everything works.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got to rule you out as a suspect. And if I can't do that, then we're at a standstill. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happened today? Can you walk me through your day about what happened today?
I have to remain silent.
Okay.
On that.
Okay. So you're telling.
Right.
Okay, so you're telling me you did do something today that was wrong then. Is that what I'm getting at? I mean,
I'm just,
okay, so you just don't want to talk to me because of what reason?
I don't understand what, they snatched me up out there and nobody told me anything. I don't understand.
Okay.
Why I couldn't be told what's going on and
Okay, so I guess my question is this, knowing what I just told you, okay, I guess if it was me and I was, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this, or Grant, I did this, I was at, here, and here, and I would just be done with it, and that way you can get out of here. But at this point, like, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if I'm not explaining it right or what was going on here.
fine. I just have to, once the rights have been read, I have to, it says I have the right to be silent.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. You realize that I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get you out of here quicker, and you're just sitting here.
Well, am I free to go then?
No, you're not free to go.
Why?
Because I've got to get to the bottom of an investigation, a very serious criminal matter.
Okay.
Okay? And right now you're a potential suspect in that. Does that make sense?
I don't understand why I'm a suspect, no.
Well, that's for me to know and for you to tell me why you're not a suspect.
This is your time to kind of help you
Okay.
figure
Tell me
out.
this.
I do apologize on the front end.
No, I'm not mad at you.
I'm going to exercise my right to be silent.
Okay. So just tell me this. I know you were a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in Gravit, not Gravit, but in Gateway? It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
Well, I can see that. Where do you live at? We can do this all night. It doesn't bother me. You're going to continue to be a suspect until I find out otherwise.
Okay.
Be back in a minute.
Harden's silence is deafening. As a former officer, he knows every move the detectives make. Chamberlain's pressure, Cordo's softness. It's a masterclass in interrogation, but Harden's not budging. His nervous tics betray his calm. Facade, hinting at guilt, he won't voice. Legally, he's within his rights, but morally, it's frustrating. The detectives can't force answers, and Harden's stalling feels like a desperate bid to outsmart the system he once served. He hiding? The truth is closing in, and you can feel the tension mounting.
Your wife's about to leave. She wanted to get you out before she left. Are you good with that? All right. I told her that it was fine. I don't have any problems with it.
Okay.
Just, come on in. I'm sorry. I was just...
Love you too. Everything will be okay.
All right. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you.
Harden's wife, Linda, who has already been questioned, is leaving for the night. She is requested to be able to hug her husband first, and Chamberlain allows Harden to see his family. A smart move. His wife might beg him to speak, or just seeing her might be enough to get him to speed the process along in an effort to spare his family even more pain. His wife and daughter enter, and he hugs them awkwardly, telling his wife that he loves her and assuring his daughter that it would be okay. Neither one of them seems to believe.
That hug with his wife and daughter, It's heartbreaking. You see Harden's mask slip, his assurances hollow against their disbelief. This family, torn apart by his actions, faces a pain that cuts deep. As a viewer, it's hard not to feel. For them, especially his daughter, caught in a nightmare not of her making. Harden's silence isn't just legal strategy. It's a wall between him and the truth his family deserves. How does a father reconcile this betrayal? The weight of that moment lingers.
You're welcome to talk. Tell
I'm
me.
just ready to go to bed.
This time, Detective Cordero returns alone. Since Harden has so far refused to speak, they might have decided to capitalize on the fact that most suspects will be less on guard with the woman. Some believe that they are safer, more understanding. Others believe as if they are inferior and more easily fooled. These feelings are often subliminal, making this choice all the more effective. She immediately begins to build a rapport on them based on a shared work history. She reminisces about a time when he had supported her on the job. This may or may not have actually happened, but it successfully plants in his mind the idea that she has his back and is on his side.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Me too. Me too. And we could do that. You just talk to me.
Well, I just have to. Since you read those rights, I have to stay. I have to do the right.
What's the difference?
Do you know the difference?
No, what's the difference between knowing what the paper says and telling, especially if it clears you out of everything? I mean,
Well, yeah, I see.
the way I look at it is, regardless of something happened or not, and if it did, if it was an accident, well, tell me. Let me help me help you. I want to know what I can do or what happened today to be able to explain it later.
I don't know what happened today. I just need to.
People are gonna have questions. Your family.
Well, I have questions.
Well, exactly.
So,
why can't we figure this out together?
well, we can, but I've been left in the dark on everything since.
Well, the thing is, I can't. There's certain things, but there's certain things I can tell you and I can't tell you.
Okay.
But when you start to tell me what you did today, it starts to clear up things. Once you start telling me, I can start telling you. That's how it works. Let me help you.
Well, thank
You have to help me first.
Thank
So
you
I
for
can.
that help.
Yeah, of course. So I can figure out what happened and what you were doing today. I mean, I've already talked to your wife. I've already talked to your daughter, who's really sweet, by the way.
Thank you.
She's a really good kid.
Yeah.
So the only step left is to talk to each other and figure out, come get down to the bottom of it. What happened today?
Okay.
Why was today any different than every other day? But until then, we're kind of just stuck.
Okay.
So, you want to talk about it?
Well, when I'm looking over there,
Well, I know
I'm
what you're
looking
doing.
at the paper.
I know. And you know what it says, and I'm not here to trip you up. I mean, I'm just being straightforward with you. I just want to start from the beginning of your day and work our way down.
Okay.
Fill in all the spots for me so I can understand. We can start from the very beginning. I mean, I know you probably slept in because you work nights. I work nights. Trust me, I worked nights for almost 4 years. I understand how that sleep schedule is.
Yeah, sleep's all
So
messed up.
you could, oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter if you switch to the day shift schedule. Your sleep's still going to be messed up for a while. I still fight it every once in a while. Did you sleep in today? Yeah. I bet you did. You could have got to work tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you get up?
Oh boy. I don't even know. Probably around noonish.
Around noon. That's usually what time I got up too. I'd sleep in as long as I could. Around noon. Did you get anything done today? No?
Oh no.
Did you watch anything good on TV? Usually that's what I do. I'd eat and watch TV. I'll woke myself up a little bit. Anything good?
Same old stuff
Oh, yeah?
on TV.
You watch the same episodes? Or, like, do you have a specific TV show you would wake up and watch?
Well, we watched, my wife always has it on, I can't remember what channel it's called, right now, TV Land.
Oh, okay. What shows play on that? Like, Andy Griffith and stuff like that? Yeah?
Yeah, I think that they've been playing a lot of MASH.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too crazy about that, but
No.
it's on.
It's a little before my time. I haven't really watched any of that. I couldn't even tell you what it was about.
Yeah, it's a Korean
Oh, yeah?
doctors and they have a field hospital at the Korean War
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Alright.
It's really just kind of a comedy.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not too bad.
Does your wife like that?
Well, I think she better watch other stuff, but that's what it's on.
Yeah. Well, I guess that gets her by until something better comes on, right?
Yeah.
So, did you watch that today? Was that on today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any movies? Anything good? Anything else?
Let's see. They had, well, there was that, Ash, and I think, and then we watched Gunsmoke.
Oh,
That's
okay.
always on there.
Yeah.
And then, watched the Mad Max movie.
Deciding to take a more roundabout approach, Cordero leads with comments about his sleep schedule. Harden responds, so she presses a bit more, talking about his television habits and what he watched that day. This may seem inconsequential, but questions like this can help officers establish a timeline and can catch suspects in a lie. If, for instance, the show had moved to a different time slot, or if the times don't add up when describing the rest of their day. Harden becomes more comfortable and rambles on about his morning.
That they had there.
Is it the new one or the old one?
That's the old one.
You know, I've seen the new one. They just came out like
Yeah.
last
Well,
year.
it didn't make any sense then, did it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really. I guess I should have probably started with the first
Yeah,
one.
it's kind of crazy.
Is it? Was it?
Well,
good?
my daughter had seen that,
Oh,
and so
okay.
we got her the other one to try and get her up to speed because it just didn't make any
It
sense.
didn't. I couldn't tell you what was going on even if I wanted to.
Well,
So is the first one good too?
oh well, it's kind of dated, you know.
Yeah, a
So,
little bit.
but
So do you watch some TV?
and
Do you have anything good for breakfast?
and some Frosted Flakes.
Hey, that is by far my favorite
I don't
cereal.
know.
No,
That's
it
kind of
really
fucked my
is.
belly aching, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, I love Frosted Flakes. I'm not gonna lie. My kids will gripe at me because they think it's too healthy, but I love Frosted Flakes. What else did you do today? Anything fun? Any chores around the house done?
Mhm.
No? Just kind of lazy? Lazy day for you?
Mhm.
Yeah, just watch some TV. No household chores? Your wife didn't make you do anything today?
Mhm. Not today. Well, I made her pills up today for her.
Oh, does she have a lot of health problems?
Yeah, she has a lot of health problems. Or she got hit by that driver up there between Pea Ridge and
On 72?
yeah, east of
Yeah,
you.
I
Kind
think I remember that a little bit.
in front of David Mustang's old house,
Mhm.
or Mustang's old place there. You know where? What? I bet you. I don't know. You know where the guy has David Henson has all those homemade trailers, and he's got like a little stagecoach and all that stuff right by the highway is
Yes.
for sale. There's
Yes.
a bunch of stuff for sale there.
Yes.
That big house just past it on the left.
Mhm.
Be the north side, I guess.
Is it a white,
Yeah.
a white house, right? Yeah, I think I know where you're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
the still Mustangs have it.
Mhm.
But, just right in front of that, they got hit by that.
Drunk
Or
driver.
hit by a drunk driver there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I don't know whatever happened to that. I think P. Ridge probably botched it. And,
It's a sad situation.
I don't know.
I'm glad she ended up okay though.
Yeah. They flew her to Washington Regional, Fayetteville, and flew Madison, my daughter, to, well, they didn't fly her, they took her by regular ambulance to Mercy.
Oh,
So,
okay. Man, I bet that was a rough
yeah,
one.
it was pretty rough.
Wow. So you made up her pills, you had to like do it by the week,
Yeah.
put them all together for her.
Yeah, weekly.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't imagine. She's a strong woman. She's a strong woman to get through all of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Slowly, Harden starts to progress to actual movements. He describes organizing his wife's medication for the week and goes into a long story about how she had been hit by a drunk driver. Cordero uses this to her advantage, and instead of cutting him off, she expresses concern for Linda. This reaffirms her position as a sympathetic figure, as most people are more likely to trust an individual that seems to care about someone that is important to them.
No wonder you let her watch whatever she wants on TV.
Yeah.
I don't blame you on that
Well, you're
one.
probably that late at your house, huh?
Oh, I'm the only one in my house.
Oh.
I get that anyways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, well, at least you got a day off from household chores, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you just prep for getting ready for work tonight?
Just pretty much, just
Yeah.
lay around, be a slob there.
Yeah. Did you get anything done outside today? It was so nice today. It was beautiful outside.
Yeah, I know. It was like 80 degrees
Yeah.
or more.
It was
And
amazing outside.
What's the deal?
I don't know. It's messing with my allergies today, though.
Mine too. That's well, part of my well, my eyes have been all itchy and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Mine too.
And then when I was sitting in that car a while ago, not Brian's car, but the other one, it was all that. I think it was a dog
Yeah.
car.
Oh, yeah.
And, anyway, but I was sitting in there like that for a little bit, and I started sweating and pouring to get my eyes, and I was like, boy, I think I'm hopped up on crack cocaine.
No. No. I think we all know better than that. Did you get an experience outside today at all?
Not really.
No? Oh my gosh.
I know.
Did you a little bit at least? Get outside, do any yard work today, anything like that? No?
Let's see. Fed the chickens.
Oh, did you?
Fed the chickens and threw some seed out, some grass seed out there in front of the front porch.
Oh, yeah.
Cordero's efforts are starting to pay off, as she has now gotten him to admit to going outside, which is a step forward from his earlier claim of doing nothing but watching TV. More firmly about what happened that day. Not by much, though. Cordero keeps reiterating that he is a good man, and that she just wants his side of the story so she can help him. It's clear that she hopes he will just break down and confess, but even though he knows there is no way for him to get out of this, he seems determined to make this as hard for them as possible.
But I think today you've dealt with a bad situation. I just want to know what happened. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna want to know. You know? Want answers, especially your family. I would. No, I do. I want to help you. That's the bad part. I want to help you figure it out. All I can do is sit here and say that I'll listen, work it out with you, figure it out together. But you have to be willing to talk to me about it. I'm a pretty real person, pretty straightforward.
Nice to me. I just
I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable and nerve-wracking sitting in a room by yourself with people that you've worked with in the past. knowing the situation, but like I said, I wasn't there. You're the only one who can kind of fill in the blanks at this point. Am I right? You don't have to talk to me, but I'm willing to listen.
I know.
We all make mistakes. We all get put in positions. We're all human. We all react a certain way. We all have emotions. Sometimes we overreact. Sometimes we're put in situations we don't want to be put in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd rather, have met you again outside having coffee instead of seeing you for the second time in here. But I don't know. I think you just made a mistake today. Or somebody made a mistake today. And I think you know what happened. I just want you to help me understand it. Because I really do. I want to understand what happened. I think you know what I'm talking about. And I think you know that some things are going to come out. And I want to be able to stand on your side and say, hey, this is what happened. And he was upfront. He was honest. And he explained it. And cooperated.
Does he need a lawyer?
Who?
Yeah, you're talking about me.
Honestly, I think you're the only one who can make that call. But I think you're an honest man. I think you've been an honest man.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Well, that's good. I'm just gonna be quiet.
You can be quiet, I'll keep talking. No, I'm serious though. I think you're an honest man. I think you've done a lot of good in your life. All you've done is spent your life helping others, just like I have. Now you've had something happen, and you're trying to figure it out, but how are you supposed to figure it out on your own? Like, why not let me help you figure it out? Help me understand what happened today, so I can help you before everything else comes out. So there's an explanation instead of it just looking bad. Because I don't want you to be portrayed like this horrible monster. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. You're no different than anybody else. Everybody's human. Trust me, I've made plenty of mistakes in my life.
Cordero has offered to listen to what he has to say and has even thrown out a lifeline saying, we all make mistakes. Maybe if he had planned this better, or if he had been given more time afterwards to think, he could have come up with an explanation that cast him in a better light. Something that might at least be able to pass as an accidental discharge or self-defense. But Harden doesn't even look like he's considering those options.
But I think you have a lot to live for. Beautiful family, who I've had the privilege of talking to. Who they love. You love them very much and they love you. Your daughter looks a lot like you. She's a sweet.
She's a lot prettier.
She is very pretty. She is very pretty. Very pretty. But the way I look at it is you're a man. Men face their mistakes and they own up to them. And they figure out what happened and figure out how to solve it and move on. I mean, I think you know just as well as I do people who can admit they've done something wrong or witnessed something wrong. It's kind of like a weight lifted off their chest. You automatically feel better. Or at least in my experience, I feel better.
I'm listening. I'm just.
No, I understand. Like I said, I'm honestly here to help you. I want you to understand that. I wouldn't spend my time in here with you if I didn't honestly think that you were a good person and that something happened today that needs to be explained. Did you make a mistake today? You don't have to verbally answer. If you don't want to. Would you want your daughter to admit if she made a mistake? Because you're a good man and that's how you raised your daughter. My dad would expect me to do the same thing. Because he was raised the same way. And I honestly want to be there. Help your daughter understand. After you help me understand. I honestly feel like you want to talk to me and explain it.
How long we're gonna be here?
I don't know.
In a last-ditch effort, Cordero comes across as almost desperate as she uses his family to try to get him to talk. It's not out of the realm of possibility for this to work, because most of the time a parent will try to do what they can to spare their child pain. But Harden knows that even if he answers her questions, it's almost certain that he'll never see his daughter without a wall of glass between them again. There is no way to spare her pain. There is no reason to talk.
Hopefully not very long. I know you're tired. I get it.
My dad's gonna arrest me for something.
I don't know. Can't answer that.
Oh,
Did something happen today?
how long can you detain me?
Well, it's an ongoing investigation.
What does that mean?
Means they're still looking into everything.
Well,
And honestly,
I'm gonna apologize, but I just gotta close my eyes.
no, I get it. It's okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out the holes. You know? Maybe get some water.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm gonna get some water, okay?
No, that's all right.
No, I'm gonna go get some.
Oh, you're gonna get. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay.
You want me to take your cup with me just in case you want? I can bring you some.
Yeah, that's fine. No, don't worry about it. I'm not being.
No, I don't mind. Hey, listen, I'm walking that way anyways. I'll get you some more. Might help you stay awake a little bit. Refresh you. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Harden is left alone, and it's hard to tell if he has disassociated himself so much from events that he isn't bothered, or if he is truly confused about what to do next. Awkwardly, he brushes off the chair the detective had been sitting in, then repeats the motion on the table as if taking some small measure of comfort in any action over which he still has control.
That scares me every time it does
I
that.
know. It's
I
like
don't get it. Well, what was bad?
error.
Yeah. What's bad is before.
Thank you.
Yeah, of
I
course.
didn't have to do that.
No, I know. Before this was not locked, and so people would go through that door, and like if you forgot to lock it before you started talking, like people would walk in on you all the time. But anyways.
What? I can't remember. What's your name?
Nakona?
Nicole.
Yeah.
Okay. But your last name?
Cordero.
Cordero. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Cordero.
Yeah.
Those are pretty neat names.
Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people mess it up.
Did you say Dakota?
Nakona?
Was the first name?
Nakona?
What is that?
It's a mixture. There's Indians, and then it's a
I
Western.
think that's a food.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense.
No, it's a Western brand. It's a brand of a food,
Yeah.
though. My
That's what I
dad,
was gonna go get some of.
my dad's country, so it was.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah. Listen, Grant. I think you are well aware of what happened today. I think you know why you're here. You're a smart guy. I think you know what happened today. And I just really want to talk and understand so I can get on your level and figure out what the next step is going to be. And I feel like you are the type of man who can understand that.
No new information has been forthcoming. Detective Cordero, to all practical appearances, just seems to be going through the motions with no real expectation of getting any results. Which is good, because Harden has reached his limit.
Deputy Cordero. I like you. I like this fella that was a detective here. And I know y'all don't care about any of that and stuff. And I just don't know how to I haven't had this happen before. Being brought in and interrogated for something. So, I know you don't care, but I just don't know how to be silent.
I think.
So, sitting over here looking like a jerk.
No, you're not. Honestly, you are far from that. You're very polite.
Well, I'm just gonna continue to rest my eyes and
Don't you know why you're here?
I appreciate you guys, and I'm just gonna.
Well, I appreciate you being polite. It's kind of a nice alternative to what I've dealt with before. Kind of nice to talk to, too. Makes time go by. Do you want to talk to me?
Can I get a lawyer?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to,
It's up to you.
but
You can either-
obviously something's going on and I need one.
It's up to you. I just want to hear your side, but
I want to get a lawyer.
okay. I can't give you advice on that. You know that.
Once you're tired, I'm tired.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get another drink of water. Walk around for a minute, wake up a little bit.
Listen. Here.
You're right.
Pencil sharpener.
I definitely think it's more old school. Old school than the electric one. Okay. I can't talk to you anymore because you asked for a lawyer.
He tells her that he likes both her and Chamberlain, but that he is going to be silent. The only difference now is that he is finally asking for a lawyer. Unable to go any farther without violating his rights completely, Cordero tells him he's charged with the capital murder of James Appleton. Harden never gave a motive for his crime, but due to his confession during the trial, he was given a surprisingly light sentence of 30 years. While there was not much closure for the family of Appleton, who will never know why their loved one was murdered in cold blood, another case was finally solved. In a strange turn of events, a 20-year-old cold case was brought back into the light with the results from Harden's DNA sample, which is taken from convicted felons. In November 1997, Amy Harrison, a teacher at Frank Tillery Elementary, was attacked and raped. There were no leads, and the rapist was careful not to touch anything, giving reason for the police to suspect that he had some type of training in law enforcement. With no potential suspects, the case ground to a halt, even though it was reviewed on a yearly basis. Harden pleaded innocent, but there was no denying the results from the DNA test. To avoid a life sentence, he changed his plea to guilty during his trial. Judge Robin Green sentenced Harden to 25 years on 2 counts of rape. That 50-year sentence will run concurrent with his 30-year sentence for first-degree murder, and he will have to serve 21 years before he is eligible for parole. In spite of the overwhelming evidence against him and his own admission of guilt, Linda Harden still believes her
30 years for murder, 25 for rape yet, no motive. Harden's confession gave some closure, but the Appleton family's left with questions. Then the cold case twists DNA linking him to a 1997 rape. It's a gut punch. A man who upheld the law was a predator in its shadows. Linda's belief in his innocence feels like denial against undeniable evidence. This case reminds us, justice can reveal truth, but not always healing. Harden's legacy is a fractured family, and victims left searching for why.